weekend.
Look up.
Well, yes.
There's an eclipse going on.
There is an eclipse going on, but you should also, if you're going to look up, you should have the proper
protective. Yes, absolutely.
eyewear for that situation. And you need the proper, like,
Clothing.
There
you go.
Because it's going to be much cooler than it has been.
I know, I can already feel it.
Break out the sweaters, break out the jackets. It's time.
It's called sweater weather. I can't speak all of a sudden.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Yep, it is. Absolutely. It's here. And it's here to stay. We have a prolonged period of temperatures in the 60s now, which is different than what our last system brought us. So this time, fall is here and it's here to stay. We have a look at a couple of our different cameras. It is sunny out there. However, it is very breezy. You can see some of our cameras kind of blowing around there. Let's take a look now at the map. This cold front moved through yesterday. It did spark off some storms out ahead of it. None of those were severe, but behind it, we have a strong northwest wind and we have much cooler temperatures as well. This was Next Gen Live from last night. South Metro got a lot of rain in spots as these moved through, a lot of thunder and lightning as well. So you may have woken up to it last night. These are your rain totals, about 1 inch to 2 inches in spots from last night. So not everyone saw rain from it, though. Most people really are just going to notice the cooler temperatures and the winds. So we have gusts up to 45 miles per hour through the rest of the day today. So that's a wind advisory for Northwest Oklahoma and the Panhandle. And if you're heading out the door this weekend for any kind of outdoor activities, you want to look up, see the solar eclipse. Good news is you're going to be able to actually see it. We don't have a whole lot in the way of cloud cover expected. So just a few clouds by 11:49, which is when the peak of the solar eclipse is supposed to happen. But all through the morning and afternoon hours, I think we'll see increasing cloud cover, but not enough to put a damper on any of those plans that you may have to go out and see the solar eclipse. So the cooler air, it's settled in. It's going to be with us for pretty much the rest of the 9-day. We do get a little bit warmer in the middle of the week next week, but not back to the 80s, just to the mid 70s. And then our next system comes back and knocks our temperatures back down. Now, this next system that we're tracking for next week, hopefully will be bringing us more rain. So this time, not a whole lot of people saw rain. Our next system hopefully brings us rain for a more widespread area. Now, still a little bit out there. It's the middle of the week next week. So timing, location, all of that is going to be solidified once we get closer. But of course, I know a lot of people in the Sooner State hoping for some rain. 63 degrees, no link on our Integris cam, but what it would show you is the winds blown about on those flags out there. Most recent gust at Will Rogers at 38 miles per hour. That's something you'll notice for sure. Mid upper 60s now all through the state. Still seeing some people hanging out in the 50s in the Panhandle, but feeling a lot cooler than we were this time yesterday. 15 to 20 degrees for most people along and to the west of I-35. There are those wind gusts, 35, 40 miles per hour, very common, especially in western Oklahoma and north central Oklahoma. This afternoon, 67, our high temperature. Big time changes from yesterday, about 10 to 12 degrees cooler for our high. 65 in Clinton, 68 in Hobart, 71 in Altus and Lawton. Overnight tonight, we got mid-low 40s, some people only in the 30s. The wind is not quite calm by tomorrow morning, so it still will be a factor in making our feels-like temperatures feel a little bit cooler than those measured air temperatures. So I think we'll be feeling like the 30s, possibly even the 20s in some locations tomorrow morning. By tomorrow afternoon, we've warmed it up into the mid and upper 60s, but still definitely a day where you're going to want the jacket, the sweater, all that kind of thing. So fall is here to stay. Heading into the middle of the week next week, we see our next system move through. Hopefully that brings us more widespread rain, and we look to cool it off after that as well. Tavis, back to you.